And we're back. Okay, cool. I haven't recorded one of these in like, I don't know, the Ice Age. It's been like 16 years, and by 16 years, I mean, damn, I'm old. Alright, so later Rebel, let's start with that, I guess. Oh, I got a cool new pop filter. And I think I've had my Yeti mic since I started recording. Yeah, I did have my Yeti mic for like the first episode, so I don't think I'm gonna have like the whole sniffling problem, so maybe like the whole sniffing arc finally died out. Hey, bless your ears. Oh, frick, I just did it. Alright, just to the north of Foray territory stands Castle Arifin. The Lycia Alliance had gathered here to discuss the matters of going up against Burn. Wow, I'm so terrible at this whole typing stuff. However, Roy and Guinevere were only half a day away from Castle Arifin when a messenger brought the news that they could not believe. And what is it they did not believe? They did not believe the message was this. Burn has a trio of elite generals called the Three Dragon Lords. Two of these three, General Brenya and General Narshan, have attacked Castle Arifin and nearly decimated the Lycian Alliance army. Although the morale of the Foray army went down to severely, Roy led his group towards Castle Arifin to find survivors and check the damage. Alright, I lied. The sniffing is probably continuing. Alright, Chapter 3, Late Arrival. Oh yeah, this map. Your Majesty, we have captured the enemy leader. Good, bring him before me. Yo, shout out to OG Old Man Hector. Old Man, if like, I don't know, I wish they'd make like an Old Man Hector game. Because Old Man Hector is the best. You, Zephyl, the King of Burn. Damn you. Ah, Lord Hector. I must praise your ability of putting up such a good fight against two of our Dragon Lords. I suppose they do not call you the leader of the Lycia Alliance for nothing. Okay, real talk. If we're going by like FE7 standards, he definitely would have rolled over their entire army, no problem. However, you were not good enough. Pray while you can, for you end here. Why? Burn and Lycia were always on good terms with each other. Even when you took the throne, we have always paid our respects towards Burn. Respect? Don't be ridiculous. Lycia, no, this entire continent must go under my rule. That is the only way to liberate this world. Hey, also though, I'm just gonna spoil something. It's not really spoiled, it's just stuff that happens in the next game, which is a prequel to this game. So basically, Zephyr's a giant crybaby, and his dad didn't like him because I don't remember exactly. I'm pretty sure his dad, he was like his stepdad. Yeah, Zephyr was his stepson, and the stepdad was all mad and stuff that like his wife was like. He basically thought his wife was like using him to get power and to get to the throne, and like once his son became like the actual heir to the throne, that he would just get him kaput done and have him eliminated. And so he basically tried to murder his own son, and like basically like his entire life point, like Zyphel's just been salty that like his dad tried to kill him, and so like instead of being like, I hate you, Dad," he's like, "Bro, I'm gonna murder billions of people just to get what I want." So yeah, he's one of those egotistical like my way or the highway villains. But I mean, Zephyr's not that bad of a villain. I mean, okay, his motives are completely stupid. He's not one of the best Fire Emblem like late game bosses or main villains. I mean, I don't even know how to classify his archetype of any kind, but yeah, he's just like a salty kid that's mad his dad tried to kill him when he was younger. So he's got issues. He's got a lot of issues. I lack the time to be worrying about such trivial matters as respect to liberate this world. What do you mean? It is of no importance to you. You are going to die anyway. Someone, take him away. Throw Lord Hector into the dungeon. Yes, sir. Your Majesty, I will now return to Sakai Plains. Yes, you may be on your way. One thing before I leave, Your Majesty. I beg your pardon, but I do not think that it is such a good idea to put too much excuse me, trust into sinister people. Do you mean Iduin? Yes, our soldiers call her the Dark Priestess and do not approve of her presence. I understand that she is a shaman of great powers, however. Brenya, do you not have faith in me? Yes, of course I do, Your Majesty. I just thought that I don't pay you to think. Do as I told. Then all you do is follow my orders. Understood? Yes, I will do whatever His Majesty wishes. Do you not have faith in me, dear? Dear, the things I'm so much better at reading by head, just like reading out loud. I'm just butchering everything. You guys didn't hear that. So Lord Hector is still alive. Yes, that's for sure. I saw some of the burned soldiers take him into the castle. Chad, was it? Also, I feel like anybody who names their kid Chad automatically sets them in life. Like they just set them up in life to be like a football player or something. I don't know. I feel like Chad, Brad, Thad. They all kind of rhyme. All those names. I don't know. I feel like, okay, if anybody's had like a bully or something in like high school or like school in general, named like Brad, Chad, or Thad, go and let me know. I want to hear the story. Do you know the inside of Castle Arafinwell? I guess. Wait, are you guys planning on going to save Lord Hector? I wouldn't try that if I were you. The bulk of Burn's forces are gone, but there are still a decent number of soldiers in the castle. You know? It would be suicide to try and charge them with your army. Perhaps, but we can't afford to lose Lord Hector. And you said that their main forces are gone, right? Then there is a chance we could win.
Ashton.
Yes.
Will you recharge your bank card?
No. I'm totally cutting that out, unless I like it the way it sounds in the recording. Yeah. I can show you around the castle. What? No. Don't feel pressured. If you could just explain that the interior of the castle looks like. I also want revenge against Burn. Come on, let me go with you. Alright, then I'll be counting on you. Of course. Master Roy. I beg your forgiveness on my brother's doings. I didn't think he would invade Lycia so soon. Okay, so she knew this was going to happen, but she didn't try to stop it. It was her fault. My lady, there's no point in dwelling over the past. Please do not blame yourself. Besides, Lycia is still intact. If we could get our leader, Lord Hector, out of harm's way, we can unite Lycia once again and fight. We must recapture Castle Arafin for all of our sakes and for Lena's sake. Let's go. So one thing I just didn't like about this, they give you the select unit screen so late in the game. Hold on, I gotta refer myself. I don't exactly remember who I was using. You're not benched. Whoops. Did I forget to set a button? I think I forgot to set a button. Totally forgot to set a button. Okay, I don't know. You got bench. Okay, I can't remember. I really don't remember who I benched. But yeah, bench both Cavaliers. Okay, you guys are getting hit with the Banehammer. Benched. You're benched. You're definitely benched. But obviously, I'm not benching Deke. I'm definitely using both of these guys. Yes, you guys are getting used. You're benched. You're benched. Fanny. It's been a while since played, so I don't remember who I was going with. And I'm gonna use Chad. He's not gonna be a combat unit, but I'm using him. But he's basically only going to use on maps with treasure. You're not benched. You're not benched. You're never benched. You can't be benched. Obviously, we're using the great and work. Okay. So you're gonna trade over some items. You can have this, and you can trade with her for now. Take the lance away. You don't need it. Hey, so yeah, everybody else, you're benched. You're not benched. Okay, cool. We're moving in. I really don't remember what happened, but yeah, okay, so this is a pretty simple map. I was a bad place, but I gave him the bush. Or forest hollow. So yeah, this is a pretty simple map. yeah, it's basically you're throwing a bunch of Lancians at you, so Lot and Wade or Ward. I think it's Wade in like a different translation, I don't remember. But Lot and Ward, they're really useful here. Also, any units with that uses a lance, it's really good. So for the time being, I'm gonna have basically everybody else except Marcus. Marcus is gonna run up here and then capture that village. And basically in the village, is gonna have another unit, so we'll talk about him when we get there. But I don't really talk about units. Also, I've totally changed my complete direction of this. I'm not gonna try to like market this towards like FE noobs. That's assuming I have anybody that watches my videos. But yeah, so we're basically going to be moving these units forward and making a wall. I'm using Wolt because I know Wolt archers are terrible because they're not very good units on the enemy phase. They can only attack on your phase unless they're fighting other archers, which really doesn't happen. The AI tends to not target units that can fight back, so this is basically how it's going to go for right now. Move him back a little bit because I'm pretty sure he's in danger. Yeah. Right. So you back, and that should be fine. We'll end the turn there. So yeah, this chapter is a nice little like. I mean, the early game of this game really helps you understand like weapon triangle and everything. Also, this map's a good introduction for like thieves and like how like they're useful they are. Also, interesting thing about thieves in this game. This is before they have the assassin class promotion, so thieves don't promote. So in this game they give them like insanely like good like stat growth. So you see upwards of like 60 or 70% like random stats, like which you wouldn't see in like a normal like a normal assassin. Like on all the future games, like assassins have like low strength, low defense, low res, but they'll be like fast. And they might have an okay luck stat, and then like basically their best stat's gonna be speed. So like they won't make the greatest combat units. But this game they give them like ridiculous stats since they don't have a promotion get class and no promotion gains. So I mean, what's really fun is to fuck, I can't think of the words. Basically, if you use like a randomizer, it's really fun to have the thieves, the would-be thieves in this game change out the classes because they'll completely change the class because they have like ridiculous stat growth, and it's really interesting to watch them grow, which always makes fun randomizing this game because you can have like, because it's always fun to have like the thieves be like a different class or something, or like a backwards growth, and you get like a specific unit in like a class that's gonna have like insane stats and they're just gonna be unkillable gods at late game. So it's really fun to do that. But yeah. Here's the introduction to another character. We, the Living Church, will take care of the orphans. And what will you do, Lou? I'm going to stay here. I still have some things to do. I see. Please do not stress yourself. Yes, thank you. Make sure you listen to what the priest says, okay? Aren't you coming with us, Lou? I'm going to wait for Chad, and then we'll catch up with you. Yay, Chad's coming too. That's right. Then I want Ray to come too. Yeah. It'd be great if Ray came back and we could all go together, wouldn't it? Children, we must be off. See you later, Lou. Hurry and catch up, okay? Sure. Sorry. But I've chosen not to run away anymore. So yeah, we actually have a surprise character waiting for us in that village. So I'm just gonna send Marcus up here to just mop up things. Good boy, Marcus. Also, I used to be one of those noobs where, like, I got told once, don't ever use Jagans. Jagans are XP whores, they're gonna suck up XP. I've since assigned to, like, the mecha school of, like, look, Jagans are good units. They started with good stats. 9 strength isn't always the best, but I mean, like, you're not gonna get, like, Seth level or, like, Titania level, even though Seth is, like, probably, pretty sure Seth is, like, the best Jagan out of, like, any Fire Emblem game so far. Off the top of my head, that's what I'm thinking. But yeah, you're never gonna get, like, Seth levels of, like, OP-ness. But, yeah, so Jagan actually has good stats. Besides, like, the 9 strength, like, he's still really good. Oh my god, now I remember how to play this game. Wow, I'm so bad. No, I'm so terrible. So, we'll send, god, I forget how terrible movement is for Armor Knights in this game. So we'll send Borson for the free damage. Borson's really tanky. So, I'm really gonna try to, like, I'm actually gonna try to, like, suck a lot of XP into Bors, so that way I'm gonna get my first Night Crest, I can turn him into a general. And he will become a super useful unit. And we'll finish this guy off with Wolt. I'm going to do my best to keep Wolt and Roy close to each other, as well as Lot and Ward right next to each other. That way they can get the support going really fast, because I hate grinding supports in this game sucks. I mean, you're not going to be able to get like every unit to like the perfect support that you want, because there's in this game there's a limited amount of supports. So basically, when people do support, they're basically sharing it 99. They're basically sharing it every single time. So supports don't grow as fast as they do in like the Future Fire Emblem games, where like there's an infinite amount of support points you can get until you hit a cap. There is no limited cap per chapter, so which is really nice that they added that in like the Future Fire Emblem games. But for now, we still have to deal with this. So I'm gonna send Deke over here. I mean, Deke's the archetype of the good mercenary, where like you can basically throw him, like he's always gonna be good no matter what. So you can throw him at units and he'll be okay. Like look at that, he's murdering, he's one-rounding units. It's ridiculous. Deke is one of those units like you can't help but want to use it every single time you play the game, which is understandable. I mean, Deke is like he's always gonna be like a great unit. Like he's the unit. So he's being good. He's one of the units that's like pretty well-rounded growth rates, and then has great base stats. Like usually like mercenaries, they always give you like mercenaries like great base. Oh, the critical. They always give you mercenaries like great base stats. So I mean it's whatever, but I mean that's usually how it always ends up being. So yeah, following what I'm saying, I'm gonna try to keep these units together as much as possible, and I'm gonna fit in some free XP for Ellen right here. I'm gonna heal her up, or heal a ward up. So basically when I'm using like healers or staff users, I always try to like spam the heal stuff, that way they can get as much XP as possible, because it usually takes a while for them to level up to the level where they need to get to promote. Oh god, I have hiccups. Great. So yeah, like I said, I'm not really going to use Chad for combat at all in this game, so I'm basically going to try to do my best to try to keep him out of 3, 4, 5, just making sure she doesn't get hit. So I'm always going to try to do my best to keep them out of combat, that way they don't take any unnecessary XP, don't have to worry about them. And so yeah, that's it for the bench crew. You guys are benched. Goodbye. Don't even think about it, my guys. But yeah, this map, it's really simple. It's not difficult, even on hard or easy, which this is a clean ROM, so I haven't forced to play on normal mode, so like, it's playing through this the first time, it's not really much of a challenge. I plan on playing through it again on hard, that way maybe it's a slightly more of a challenge, but I mean, I wouldn't consider this like a super hard game. I mean, normal mode on this game, it's really easy. You really shouldn't run into any problems. No, you really shouldn't run into any problems in this game, especially on normal mode. You're not going to run into any crazy like enemy stats at all. I mean, hard mode might have it, like it's every now and then one in like the super mercenary or something that you might need to worry about, but not really in this game. In future games, they do make a really good effort to try to make like the harder modes a lot harder, particularly like FE12, like Hard 5, or like Lunatic on the newer DS games. The Lunatic modes on those are really difficult. I didn't play what was it? Not Awakening, the one that came out to. I didn't play those because I don't know. I just didn't like the combat system they used, how they changed around the weapon triangle, everything. I mean, kudos to them for trying to change things around. I mean, it really brought in like a lot of people to like the Fire Emblem community, but I don't know. I'm a huge fan of like the classic GBAs. Go ahead and call me an Elias right now while you still have the chance. I'll happily accept it. I'm going to send Merlin over to capture the village because he's not doing anything slightly useful. Neither is Chad, but I don't know. Merlin's doing stuff that's 100% less useful. So I'm going to send Walt up to give him... I'm really going to try to hawk some XP for Walt because I wanted to hit that 20. I'll try to grind him out to 20 unless I feel like he really doesn't need the extra levels. I'll just go ahead and early promote him. Yo, Walt. Oh, dude, look at that godlike level up. Jesus Christ. I really hope it doesn't tear up terrible. I'm just stuck carrying this god-awful unit through the entire game. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. God, I'm assuming the mic's probably picking up this creaky chair, so I'll try not to lean back as much, but it's so comfy to lean back. And lot. So it's either lot or ward. Usually one that usually turns out really good, the one just turns out terrible. Yeah, I'm gonna continue to try to have them stick together. That way they can earn XP as fast as possible. And I'll give the kill to Deke. He can pick it up. Deke's gonna be one of those units that just carry you through the game, no problem. And attacking boars. So I don't know. If somebody actually watches this video, feel free to leave a comment. I don't know. Tell me about your week. Tell me what's going on in your life. I mean, I'm back in college for this semester, so that's basically, it's going to consume whatever free time I might have or not have. So you get a heal. You get a heal. Everybody gets a heal. I'm gonna be Oprah. I'm gonna be giving out heals like I'm Oprah. That's it. Alright, you can just move up. The bench squad can stay on the bench. Though, if I remember correctly, in hard mode, I think hard mode they send like some cavalry units down here to make this map more interesting. I love reinforcements. Reinforcing units on this map make this so much better. Narcissus, it's basically the same thing. I mean, you'll pick up on it eventually. Like, he's in love with himself, so I guess that's his character archetype. He's kind of cool. I like him. He's not really like a climactic villain fight battle because he subscribes to like the Team Rocket type of thing where he's like, oh no, not Team Rocket. It's always basically he's one of those guys where like. The big boss is like so powerful and so strong, like I could end this myself now, but I'm just not going to. I'm going to leave it to an underling that's probably going to get beaten by you. But I'll just keep doing that until like I just run out of underlings and I'm forced to fight it myself. I don't understand why I do it. Like maybe I can't really think of a game that like they give you like a good reason why like the big baddie can't fight you right now and just end your entire life's existence. So I don't know. Stories tend to do that. That way, you know, you have the chance to build yourself up through the story, and then you can fight people. Probably what's left of the enemy are trying to put up a fight in the last hope. Your Highness, shall we use the dragons? No, I do not wish to put the Dark Priestess through any trouble. Do not worry, we can handle them by ourselves. Not this time, Idlewind. Send the dragons back to Bern as we planned. Yes, if His Highness wishes it to be so. Ellipses. I will be off to Bern soon as well. Narshan, I'm going to leave Lycia up to you. What shall I do with the remaining forces of the Lycia army? Kill all those that stand against us. Does that include? Yes, of course. Annihilate them enough so that they would no longer even think about going against us. Leave that to me, sire. Hee 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 hee. So, look, watch what he's about to do. He's about to be like, I wonder what His Majesty sees in that Idlewind girl. Well, I think I'll be going as well. See, he just leaves. He leaves and leaves it to a lackey that is, why, dude? You could just end this yourself right now. None of the rest of the stuff that's gonna happen if this never would happen. But they always do this. They always have that fatal trait for villains. They're like, I could end you, but let my homeboy slide in there and he'll sneak you real quick. Slater, I'm trusting this castle with you. He does this like 4 times throughout the game. We'll see it. Are you leaving? Yeah. One of the Marcuses who turned against Lycia has a special gift for me. He says it's a girl from Utrian nobility or something. Hee 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 hee. I wonder who that could be. From Utria? She must be very beautiful then. Yes, the Marcus tell me she's still young, but very... Okay, dude, that's a little rapey. I know it's medieval times, but... Oh my god, dude. I don't care if she's 12. That's disgusting. I just need, like, good old, like, Phoenix Wright to come and be like, OBJECTION! I would be looking forward to it if I were you, sir. Okay, this dude's... Alright, this dude's definitely getting a knife through, like, the stomach. It's a little creepy. Please be careful on your way there. You be careful, Slater. Ooh, comebacks. Don't you dare get defeated by these remainders of Lycia's army. If you do, I will personally tear you apart, dude. If I beat him, I'm killing him. There will be no prisoner. There will be nothing for you to beat. Okay, my guy. Have mercy, sir. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. Mandar, ah ha ha. So yeah, he leaves some